Alright, so this video is going to show you guys how to do the one that's titled Properties of Parabolas. Okay, so that's what this one's going to teach you guys how to do. So the first questions, 1 through 4, say identify the vertex of each. Now in order to identify the vertex, what you would do is, if you've got a problem, and let's go 3x squared minus 6x plus 5. And so if it looks something like that, which those 4 questions do, to identify the vertex, one of the easiest ways to do that is to use that formula that I had for you guys on the previous video, where recall this is A, this is B, and this is C. So in this case, my B is negative 6, so I have a negative 6 over 2 times 3 is in the A position. So 2 negatives make that a positive 6 at the top, and 2 times 3 is 6 at the bottom, and 6 divided by 6 is 1. Then to finish it, you're going to plug 1 into the x and simplify it. Okay, so this will give us our y coordinate. So 3 times 1 minus 6 plus 5, or 3 minus 6 plus 5 is y equals 2. So my vertex is 1, 2. Okay, that's how you accomplish the first 4 on the worksheet that's titled Properties of Parabolas. Okay. Then after that, you have 2 that say graph each equation, which is identical to the first ones that we did in the graphing parabolas. They're just 2 more practice problems where you're graphing, find the vertex, use that constant, and then graph them. On 7 and 8, it says find the min or max value. And in order for you to do the min and max value, you're going to actually do the same thing again. So let's say it's got y equals, let's go negative 4x squared plus 8x minus 1, for instance. And to find the minimum or maximum value, again, you're going to go x equals negative b over 2a, or negative 8 divided by 2 times negative 4, negative 8 over negative 8, which is 1, and then plug in 1 for x, and whatever we get here, this is going to be our answer. So negative 4 when I simplify that, plus 8 minus 1, or 3. So my answer is 3. So on those ones that say identify the min and the max, that actually goes from 7 through 10. Sorry about that. That's all you have to do, is just find the min or the max. Then on 11 through 18, of that worksheet, it's the same type of thing. It says find the vertex, axis of symmetry, and min or max. Okay, and I'm going to do number 13 because that one kind of looks a little wonky, but you'll be just fine. I know you will. You guys are resilient. Okay, so again, we're going to use that x equals negative b over 2a, or negative 48 fifths divided by 2 times negative 4 fifths. And when you do that, you have a negative with a 48 fifths. And when you multiply on the bottom there, you have to multiply the top, and then this would be like over 1 at the bottom. So it'd be negative 8 fifths. When you are dividing fractions, you multiply by the reciprocal. So in order to get rid of this bottom of negative 8 fifths, you're going to times it by negative 5 eighths. And when you do that on the top, these 5s are going to end up canceling, and 48 is going to reduce down to 6. So I end up with 6. And then that right there, this 6, it's x equals 6, but that's also the axis of symmetry. Okay, the axis of symmetry is always your x-coordinate of the vertex with parabolas that open up and down. So for this particular thing, the x equals 6 is our axis of symmetry. So you found that. Then, to get the rest of it, again, we're going to take and we're going to plug 6 in for x. And again, I can use my calculator for the whole thing. I can just type it all in and see what comes out. So for me, I'm just going to quick grab a calculator and I'm typing -4 divided by 5 times 6 squared, or if you know what 6 squared is 36, go ahead and do that, plus 48 divided by 5 times 6 minus 114 divided by 5, and I end up with an answer of 6. So then, to get the final thing all figured out, our vertex is 6, 6. That's our x-coordinate and our y-coordinate that we just found. The axis of symmetry, I'm going to abbreviate as AOX, is x equals 6. It's always the x-coordinate, and the minimum or maximum, since this is going to open down, this would be a maximum. And the reason why I knew it was opening down, I'm going to circle it in blue, how I knew it because that number right there is negative. If that number is negative, then you know it's going to be a max. If it's positive, it's going to be a min. And it's a maximum at 6, which is the y-coordinate, just so that you know how it all works together. So on the last part, 11 through 18, it's again the same kind of thing. If you think about the whole worksheet, we're basically just doing negative b over 2a and then plugging that number back in to find the rest of it. Just answer the question from there, okay? So if you have any questions, again, reach out. I'm here for you guys. Miss ya. Bye.